for now. Actually, 2. Whoops. Whoops, I'm getting mixed up here. Okay. Ah, okay. Box. There we go. Use the box, yes. Okay, I'll be there in a minute. Yep, I'm not hiding it. Dinner's ready. I'll be there at some point. Okay. So I have to get those 2 keys, but first I'm going to come in here. And ooh, look, presents! There's a heart-shaped locket inside. Will you take it? Take it. You got the locket. Knife inside the box. Will you take it? Take it. I have a feeling I'm going to need these things in the battle that lies ahead. Room under renovations. Howdy, Togor. You finally made it home. Remember when we used to play here? Hee hee hee. Boy, today's gonna be just as fun. Yeah, it's already been a blast. Put it on your phone's keychain. Yeah, you don't need space for that. Yep, all this stuff is the same. I remember when I first woke up here, in the garden. I was so scared. I couldn't feel my arms or my legs. My entire body had turned into a flower. Mom, Dad, somebody help, I called out. But nobody came. Oh, but nobody came. That sounds familiar. Eventually, the king found me, crying in the garden. I explained what had happened to him. Then he held me, Togor. He held me with tears in his eyes, saying, yep, that part's definitely dramatic. There, everything is going to be alright. He was so emotional, but for some reason, I didn't feel anything at all. You took the key and put it on your phone's keychain. See how much easier it is to do things when you don't stop and read everything. I unlocked the keychain. If I remember to, I'll explain later what that means. I soon realized I didn't feel anything about anyone. My compassion had disappeared. And believe me, it's not like I wasn't trying. I wasted weeks with that stupid king, vainly hoping I would feel something. But it became too much for me. I ran away from home. Eventually, I reached the ruins. Inside, I found her Togor. I thought of all people, she could make me feel whole again, and I think it's pretty obvious that she's talking about Toriel. She failed. Haha. I realized those 2 were useless. I became despondent. One of my favorite words, despondent. I just wanted to love someone. I just wanted to care about someone. Togor, you might not believe this, but I decided it wasn't worth living anymore. Not in a world without love. Not in a world without you. 2 completely different things, except I have 19 love. So I decided to follow in your footsteps. I would erase myself from existence. And you know what? I succeeded. But as I left this mortal coil, I started to feel apprehensive. If you don't have a soul, what happens when you... Something primal started to burn inside me. No, I thought. I don't want to die. Then I woke up. Like it was all just a bad dream. I was back at the garden. Back at my save point. Interested, I decided to experiment. Again and again, I brought myself to the edge of death. At any point, I could have let this world continue without me. But as long as I was determined to live, I could go back. Amazing, isn't it, Togor? I was amazed, too. At first, I used my powers for good. I became friends with everyone. Quote-unquote friends. I solved all their problems flawlessly. Their companionship was amusing. For a while, as time repeated, people proved themselves predictable. What would this person say if I gave them this? What would they do if I said this to them? Once you know the answer, that's it. That's all they are. all started because I was curious. Curious what would happen if I killed them. I don't like this, I told myself. I'm just doing this because I have to know what happens. Ha ha ha, what an excuse. You of all people must know how liberating it is to act this way. It's liberating, I feel great. At least we're better than those sickos who stand around and watch it happen, which was me when I watched my brother play this before I ever played it. Those pathetic people that want to see it, but are too weak to do it themselves. I bet someone like that's watching right now, aren't they? Actually, no one's watching me. Well, someone's watching this video. No, you are not a pathetic person just because Flowey said you were. Nowadays, even that grows tiring. You understand, Togor. I've done everything this world has to offer. I've read every book, I've burned every book. I've won every game, I've lost every game. I've appeased everyone, I've killed everyone. Sets of numbers, lines of dialogue, I've seen them all. But you're different. I never could predict you, Togor. Except when I'm doing a pacifist in a genocide route and I have no choice of what to do. When I saw you in the ruins, I didn't recognize you. I thought I could frighten you, then steal your soul. You didn't see me in the ruins. Except as I was walking out, I guess. I failed. And when I tried to load my save file, it didn't work. Togor, your determination. Somehow, it's even greater than mine. I just have one question for you, Togor. How did you get back to the ruins from here? Wait, I know. She must have taken you when she left. And decided to give you a proper burial rather than hanging out in the basement forever. You don't know what she's talking about until... what he's talking about until later. But why then? What made you wake up? Did you hear me calling you? For now, let's just assume that I was supposed to die in the ruins and that's what it was. It doesn't matter now. I'm so tired of this, Togor. I'm tired of all these people. I'm tired of all these places. I'm tired of being a flower. Togor, there's just one thing left I want to do. Let's finish what we started. Let's free everyone. Then, let's let them see what humanity's really like. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do in the pacifist run. That despite it all, this world is still kill or be killed. Then, well, I had been entertaining a few ways to use that power. Hee hee hee. But seeing you here changed my mind. Togor, I think if you're around, just living in the surface world doesn't seem so bad. You can just go around killing all the humans. We don't even need to leave to get them this time. The king has 6 of them locked away. I've tried hundreds of ways to get him to show me them. But he just won't. Togor, I know he'll do it for you. Why am I telling you all of this? Togor, I said it before. Even after all this time, you're still the only one that understands me. You won't give me any worthless pity. Creatures like us wouldn't hesitate to kill each other if we got in each other's way. So that's why... Ha! What's this feeling? Why am I shaking? I thought you weren't able to feel anything. I guess you can feel some things. Hey, Togor, no hard feelings about back then, right? About when? Hey, what are you doing? Back off! Yeah, you have to play this game a lot of times to really understand a lot of this dialogue. I've changed my mind about all of this. This isn't a good idea anymore. You should go back, Togor. This place is fine the way it is. Stop making that creepy face. This isn't funny. You've got a sick sense of humor. If I hadn't already spoiled the fact that it's, that the final boss is Sans, then yeah, you would think Flowey would be the final boss after that. No. Okay, now we are going to face the judgment of Sans in the next video. Bye, ladies and gentlemen.